Alright guys, so we're going to start standing today. So we're going to start standing and you will need your ball or your peanut. So we're going to do a little bit of foot soft tissue to start. And we'll kind of talk about today's session as we're working through our feet. So starting on that left foot, we're going to start with that ball right under our big toe ball mound. And I just want you to kind of just move it around that big toe ball mound. So there should be some crunch in. Unless you have incredibly healthy feet, this should be a fairly agonizing experience for you. Definitely don't do enough foot soft tissue in our lives, so I always like to kind of start the session this way, just because I don't feel like you'll get a lot of this in. And then after you feel that big toe ball mount soften, I like to feel a little bit on the outside, and then feel a little bit on the inside, kind of notice the difference. Then you're gonna go from your big toe ball mount all the way to your baby toe ball mount. Hang out there for a little bit, and then go back the other direction. So we're gonna do that 4 or 5 times. If you feel any crunching, or you have like a knot in the middle, just a neuroma or something like that, just hang out on that guy for a little bit, see if he'll soften up. He might not, it's no big deal. At least you're trying to pay attention to those feet. And then after you do that a few times, then you're gonna go from your big toe, so press hard to your right foot, big toe to heel, just nice and easy, feeling that arch all the way through. So I got a real big hump in the middle of this arch. I can already feel it. So I'm gonna get there. I'm just gonna kind of hang out here for a second, see if that guy will soften. Then I'll go back the other direction. So a few passes from big toe to heel, and then go to, what would that be here? Index toe to heel? Second toe in, yeah. And then baby toe, or I'm sorry, middle toe to heel, not quite baby toe. Oh, shit. So I can feel it right there in that arch. That thing is fucking rowdy. So I'll just hang out there for a second. You guys might feel a little bit more between the toes. So my shoe spiel, if you have some spot in your foot that hurts, and that spot hurts when you wear a particular pair of shoes, don't wear those fucking shoes, all right? Like, foot pain is the real fucking deal. It can properly fuck you up. So no matter how attached you are to a pair of shoes, they should not hurt your feet. They're gonna be all the way over to that baby toe, going all the way down to the outside of that foot. And then just take some circles all the way through it, tying all that stuff together. And then you're gonna finish with just putting a little bit of gentle pressure on that heel. Just some gentle pressure on the heel. That guy around a little bit, and then we'll kick off to that other side. Same thing, starting with that big toe ball mount. Notice to swing your feet, right foot, left foot. Right foot should be a little more beat up, or it might be a little bit more numb because it's got that many more injuries in it, or adhesions, or things like that. So it just kind of depends. Feel that arch kind of, that big toe ball mount. Be real acquainted with that big toe ball mount. A lot of magic happens outside of that guy. You can go big toe to baby toe. Back, and I like to start almost thinking about grabbing the ball with my toes and making that line, and then just scooting it a little bit. You can expand your toes, notice the difference that makes. After a few passes there, we're going to go big toe to heel. Oh, ow. Spicy. And then our second toe to heel. I like second toe better, Griffin. That doesn't seem like one that I'm going to fuck up. Again, notice that arch. Notice any pinching, anything weird. Middle toe to heel. Ring finger toe. I should get all y'all toe rings. I think that would be a good yoga present. Any grave toe rings? Is that a fucking toe ring? You see my toe ring, babe? All right, then a little whole foot action. And coming off and hitting that heel. Little pressure on that heel. And that guy move around a little bit, and we'll kick that guy out of there. All right, guys, so we can set ourselves up for success. You can have your foam roller, your band, and your mat all kind of the top right corner of your mat. So I tore my LCL on Tuesday. It's a grade 2 tear. It's non-surgical, but I don't have stability in this knee. So the biggest thing about it is it just really, really fucking hurts. Now I'm not saying this to brag, but I came in and I was able to do Wednesday's workout. I had to do it heavily modified, but even with a torn knee, I did not miss a single day of training this week. This is, believe it or not, the fourth time I've torn my knees up in the past decade, and I've never missed a day of training. So my big thing with that is, no matter what your injury is, if you want to train, you can get in and train. So as we're working through this today, this will be my first yoga practice to do with this knee, and I just will stay inside pain. Anytime I feel my knee hurt, I'm just going to come outside of that. Those same rules apply to you guys when you come in to train. If you've hurt yourself and that thing is continuing to hurt while you're training, you're not doing yourself any justice. So my rule, anytime you're coming back from an injury, or if you're just one of those people that fucks themselves up in the gym, is better, worse, or the same. As long as what you are doing feels better or the same, you can continue to do that. If it feels worse, you're just fucking yourself up. This is a conversation Ann and I had when she fucked her knee up. Lauren and I have this conversation fairly regularly as well. I've had it with most of you guys one time or another. So, but as long as you can stay inside those parameters, meaning as long as you are not continuing to injure yourself, you can do a lot of shit. When I worked with a military athlete, we had a girl break her back skiing, so she was semi-paralyzed. She wanted to train. We got her in we had to go pick her up, we had to go bring her in, put her in an office chair, slung a rope across the gym, and she would pull herself across the gym. She'd do that a couple of times, and then she would do some cleaning presses, and she would go home. And 6 months later, she was a competitive skier again. You know, like, I'm not saying that's how, that was part of the reason she came back, but it had to have been. But it doesn't matter what you were doing as long as you were doing something and you were continuing that heal process by not aggravating the old injury. All right, so I just kind of want you guys to be aware of that as we're coming through. For my guys that haven't done this before, I think everybody's trained with me before here. Done this before, but we want to stay at about a 7 on sensation today. So I want you to come close to the edge and then back away from it. If you're holding your breath, if you're in pain, come out of that. That's bullshit. We shouldn't be doing that. This is not a traditional yoga class. You have a question or something's going on, or you can't hear me, just say, hey, I can't fucking hear you, and I'll speak up. It's not, nobody's going to be offended. You're not going to fuck up anybody's chi. We're all just kind of hanging out here to feel a little bit better. All right? Everybody tracking on that? All right. So we're going to start in a standing position. I want everybody to walk their feet, heels underneath their butts. We're going to come into a basic Tadasana. So what we're looking for here is we're looking to root ourselves into the ground. So we're going to pull all 10 toes up. As you pull all 10 toes up, can everybody feel that pressure of the big toe ball mound? All right? Now we're going to stick that big toe ball mound into the ground like you're going to bury it. And then you're going to start to spread your feet out. So imagine you're spreading your feet out like butter. And then you're going to grip with your baby toe ball mound. Then I want you to grip with the outside of your heel and then grip with the inside of your heel. That's going to force that spread a little bit more. So now you should feel a lot of tension going outside or rotating out. Then I want you to spread your toes as wide as you can and then grip the mat with those toes. All right? Now, working up from there, we're going to tighten our quadriceps just enough that you feel your kneecaps lift. Just enough. All right? From there, we're going to work into our groin. I want you to shorten the distance between your pubic bone and your belly button. Think about pointing your tailbone a little bit more to the ground. Then we're going to zip up our ribs. So what I mean by that is we're not hollowing our ribs up. We're expanding and stretching our chest. As you feel your chest stretch up and your ribs zip in, you're going to shrug your shoulder blades up nice and high, pinch them together, and then slide them down your back. Everybody should feel your hands start to naturally open to the front. We're going to continue to rotate our biceps back and our triceps forward, and then see if those shoulders will slide down just a little bit more. From here, let's imagine that your little brother, your little sister is pulling your hair, so your head and neck's going to extend up, and then you're going to give yourself a double chin. And you can feel that work from toe to the top of your head. Every part of your body is active right now. From here, we're just going to flutter our eyes closed, and we're going to concentrate on our breath. So start to focus a little bit more on that inhale, and then feel that exhale. On this next inhale, I want you to feel your chest and belly expand. And on this exhale, I want you to feel what relaxes. Feel those shoulders relax. Feel everything just kind of melt. Another nice long inhale. At this inhale, we're going to hang out at the bottom of it for a second or two. And then on this exhale, we're going to try to stretch this exhale out by another breath. So if that inhale was a 3 count or a 4 count, I want this exhale to be a 5 or a 6 count. And then you're going to hang out at the bottom of that exhale. And one more nice, big, deep inhale. Nice, long exhale. On this next inhale, I want you to sweep your arms up and start to blink your eyes open. Interlock those fingers and then rotate your palms to the ceiling, getting a nice, long, good morning stretch. Hanging out here a second, just long enough that you can feel that work we did with our scapula earlier. Can you continue to pinch those shoulder blades together and slide them down your back? Can you continue to do that work in those feet, lifting those knees, pointing that pubic bone a little bit more towards those heels, that tailbone a little bit more towards those heels, feeling that chest expand, that scapula slide down that neck. Exhale, sweep those arms down. Inhale, sweep those arms back up. Nice, long, good morning stretch. Exhale, using that scapula, pinch that scapula together, sweep those arms back down. Inhale, sweep those arms back up. Interlock those fingers, nice, long, good morning stretch. Now we're gonna bump our hips just a little bit to the left and look up underneath that left armpit. Exhale, sweep those arms back down. Inhale, sweep those arms back up, palms to sky, bump those hips to the right, look underneath that right armpit. Exhale, sweep them back down. So matching movement to breath. Inhale, sweep those arms up. Now we're gonna grab left wrist with right hand. We're gonna pull that left wrist up, feel that shoulder slide out, and then we're gonna bump those hips a little bit more and then look a little bit deeper under that armpit, gluing that ear to that bicep. Exhale, sweep those arms back down. Inhale, arms go up, right wrist, left arm, pull up, feel it extend, right ear to right bicep, bump those hips to the left, look up to the right. Exhale, sweep those arms back down. Inhale, sweep those arms up, then we're gonna let them float down to a T. As we let them float down to a T, we're gonna have a gentle twist. So we're gonna twist to our left, but I want you to imagine that you've got a turn coming out of your sternum, and that's as far as you're gonna twist. So we're pulling that left hip back, pushing that right hip forward. As soon as that chest stops turning, we're gonna stop. You can allow that, if it feels good on your neck, you can glance out over those left fingers, glance behind. Inhale, bring those arms back up. Exhale, we're gonna send that right arm back, that left arm forward, twist. Again, out of that neck. Inhale, arms go up. Exhale, left arm mark, right arm forward. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, right arm back. Left arm forward. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. So as we forward fold, we're gonna grip that feet. Think about all that work we did, controlling this all the way down. Do a complete forward fold. So I want you to have a nice gentle bend in your knees, enough that you can actually rest your belly on your thighs. So we're really just letting the traction happen in our back. Those hands can go to the ground, or if you want to take it a little bit deeper, you can capture opposite elbow. If you want to take it a little bit deeper still, you can interlock your hands at the base of your skull. Take 3 deep breaths in. Into the nose, out through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Hands can come to the mat of your shins. You're going to inhale, you're going to halfway lift. So as you halfway lift, guys, use the strength of those hamstrings and your low back to raise. As you raise, press your toes into the ground and keep your hips stacked over your ankles. So you're in this good, strong position. Slide that scapula down your back. Feel those hamstrings light the fuck up. That's what we want to feel. Exhale to fold. Inhale to rise. All the way back up. Good morning stretch. Exhale, right arm back, left arm forward. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, left arm back, right arm forward. Inhale, arms up. Exhale to fold. Now we're going to get a little bit more into our hamstring. So I want you to bend your right knee very generously. Start to straighten that left leg just a little bit. Feel that tension of that hamstring. Then we're going to go the opposite direction. Bend that left knee. Start to straighten that right. So this is going to be the first time we're starting to play inside our range of 7s. All right? So you can take it a little bit deeper. You can straighten that leg a little bit more and feel what an 8 or a 9 or a hyperextension would feel like, but I don't want your legs and knees to lock out. So going left to right to left, you're going to feel a little bit of momentum generated. All right? You're going to feel your booty sashay back and forth. Now we're going to interlock those hands, capturing opposite elbows. You're going to start to swing those elbows with that rotation. Getting a little bit higher each time. Feel that work we did in those feet. I want you to control this movement the entire time with the feet. While it's easy to have momentum here, I want you to show control. Each time getting a little bit higher until we're going to go all the way up and over, going left, all the way up. As you get up, slide that scapula down your back, expand that chest, sweep all the way back down. Go up to our left again. Inhale. Exhale. Sweep it back down. Inhale up. Exhale. Sweep it back down. Now we're going to go the other direction. You're going right or whichever direction you have not gone. Inhale. Sweep it up. Slide that scapula down your back. Exhale to fold. Inhale. Control it. Sweep it up. Slide that scapula down your back. Nice big chest. Exhale to fold. Inhale. Sweep it up. Exhale to fold. Halfway lift. Inhale. Big proud chest. Slide that scapula down your back. Grip at those toes. Exhale to fold. Inhale, sweep those arms up overhead. Exhale, left arm forward, right arm back, twist. Inhale, sweep those arms up. Exhale, left arm back, right arm forward, twist. Sweep those arms up. Exhale, fold. Come to this fold. We're going to plant our hands and slowly start to walk your hands out until you're in downward dog. Again, first downward dog of the practice, so we want to be very, very gentle. So we're going to start with a nice gentle bend in both knees. So soft bend in both knees. And then I want you to look up at your hands. Your pointer finger should be pointing at the wall in front of you. Your thumb should be at a straight out, like you're making that loser sign. Now imagine that your hands are on dials and you're gripping the mat. You're gripping those dials as hard as you can and you're twisting those dials in opposite directions. So you're going to feel that scapula slide down, press together. Those elbow armpits start to traction forward, all right? This should start to feel a lot like a bench press at this point. If your bench press doesn't feel like this, we got a lot of work we can do on your bench press. So we're spiraling those elbows in, we're gripping the mat with our hands, we're twisting those knobs out, and then we're gonna press forward and down so our chest presses down and back and our arm comes in line with our ears. From here, you're gonna really think about imagine somebody's grabbing your hips and pulling your hips a little bit more towards the ceiling as your chest dives a little bit more, and then you can slowly start to straighten your legs. Your heels do not need to touch the ground. Just thinking about how much tension we can create here. Pedal it out a little bit and then find stillness. We're going to take 3 deep breaths here. That last inhale and exhale, you can go ahead and look forward and slowly drop your knees to the mat. Once your knees drop to the mat, you can start to walk your knees back, come down and find yourself on your belly. From the belly, we're going to zip those legs up, push all 10 toes into the ground. So this is one I can already feel I have to be careful with. My right knee won't engage, so I'm just going to be very cognizant of my left knee and my right knee. So I'm still creating that action. I just don't want my knee to hurt. From here, I'm going to pinch my shoulder blades together, slide that scapula down the back. So think about that work we're doing. And as you're going to slowly feel that low back already start to engage, you push those toenails to the ground, lifting the chest with the strength of the back, tucking that chin nice and tight. Baby cobra. Exhale to fold. Inhale, toes, pubic bone, scapula down your back. Lift that chest, tuck that chin. Exhale to fold. Inhale to rise, last one. Pinch that scapula together. Slide those shoulder blades down your back, really using the strength of that chest. Exhale to fold. Now, you're gonna send your right arm out at 45 degrees. You're gonna plant that right, the left hand. You're sending your left hand out at 45 degrees. Imagine that your fingers are protecting your favorite cupcake. So your palm is off the ground, you're gripping them out with those fingers, and then you're gonna take your forehead to the mat, and your right hand is gonna go to the base of your neck. We're gonna slowly grip the occipital lobe. So we're not grabbing our neck, we're just applying pressure to that occipital lobe, and then as we inhale, you're gonna slide that right scapula down your back, and you're gonna try to point that right elbow to the ceiling. Inhale to rise, planting up underneath that right elbow. Exhale to fold. Inhale to rise. Slide that scapula down your back. The whole reason we're doing this is to get that scapula to work. Exhale to fold. One more time. Inhale to rise. Slide that scapula down your back. That's under that elbow. Exhale to fold. Right arm's going to go out at a 45-degree angle. Again, on those fingertips, protecting that favorite cupcake. Rotating that elbow in, sliding that scapula down your back, applying pressure. Left hand goes to the base of that skull. Slide that left scapula down your back. Inhale, left elbow to the ceiling, lands underneath that left elbow. Exhale to fold. Inhale, elbow comes up. Exhale to fold. Last one. Inhale, elbow comes up, slide that scapula down, look underneath that elbow. Exhale to fold. Now both hands, you're going to come to the base of your skull. You're going to bend your knees. Pull your toes towards your shin. Push your heels towards the ceiling. You're going to feel your pubic bone mash into the mat when you do that. You're going to mash your pubic bone into the mat. You're going to mash your thighs into the mat. You're going to mash your belly into the mat. You're going to inhale. You're going to spread those wings and expand that chest. Slide that scapula down your back. Crocodile pose. Exhale to fold. Inhale, spread those wings, really slide that scapula down your back. Think about doing a pull-up. Exhale to fold. Last one. Inhale, elbows expand, slide that scapula down your back. Now, push those feet to the ceiling. So the only thing on the mat now is going to be your pubic bone in your belly. Really expand and press, expand and press, expand and press. Exhale to fold. Nice work, guys. That's kind of a rowdy one to do. So we're just going to settle here for a second. Inhale, send that left arm long. So the left arm's going to go out towards the T. I want you to grip the mat with that left hand and rotate that elbow armpit towards the mat. Then push your shoulder into the mat. So we're creating friction on that left side all the way through. Your right hand is going to come next to your pec. As you inhale, you're going to kick that right leg up and over and twist, getting into that bicep tendon. So we did all that work in this shoulder earlier. So I want you to think about, I'm not worried about how deep you go in this twist. What I want you to think about is actioning that left hand into the mat, that left elbow armpit into the mat, that left shoulder into the mat. Now you have a few options here. If you want to take it deeper, you can kick this right leg long, and that will take it nice and long. If you want to make a hip opener, you can plant this right leg at the base. I can't do it because of this knee brace, but you can plant it at the base of your butt. Yeah, Clausen's doing it right there. That's exactly it. And then if you want to take it deeper still, you can inhale, point that right hand to the ceiling. Exhale, imagine that you've just done something real naughty and the cop's about to arrest you. So he's grabbed that wrist, he's going to turn that hand around, and he's going to put it in your opposite back pocket. There you go. And then continue to rotate that right shoulder to the ceiling. Press that left side into the mat. 3 deep breaths. Roll back to your bellies. Keep that left arm long. Now you're going to bend that left arm at 90 degrees. So you've got that cactus bend in the left arm. Again, push that palm into the mat, push that elbow in the mat, push that shoulder into the back. Right hand goes next to the pec. Inhale, exhale, kick that right leg up and over. You're not gonna go as deep on this side. So I want you to be really kind to that left pec. We just got a little bit of movement in that pec. If you feel some action in your elbow, if your elbow just kind of hurts, make that angle smaller. So pull that elbow a little bit more towards your hip. Otherwise, 3 deep breaths into that left side. Back to belly. Extend that right arm long. Walk that right arm out. Grip the mat with that right hand. Press that right palm, finger mount into the mat. Press that right elbow armpit into the mat. Press that right shoulder to the mat. Walk that left hand next to your pec. Take a nice big deep inhale. As you exhale, kick that left leg up and over. Keep that friction that we did on that right side. Left leg comes up and over. Take it nice and easy on this side. It will not be the same as your other side. So initially, just feel that work we're doing in that. Stretching out that right arm, that right bicep tendon, that right elbow. You can kind of play with gripping them out with that hand. You can extend that left leg long, or you can curl that left heel of your butt, plant that foot, open that knee, feel that hip open up. And then if you want to put that shoulder over, go ahead and point that left arm to the ceiling. Start to rotate that palm up, your palm back, top of your hand forward. And if someone come along, think about sliding that left hand. Continue to get movements on. Your right glute your pocket. 3 deep breaths to that right side. Nice big deep inhale. Nice long exhale. Nice inhale. Nice long exhale. Nice long inhale. Nice long exhale. Referral. Plant that left hand. Bend that right arm to 90. Action in that whole right arm and shoulder into the mat. So press the palm, press the elbow, press the shoulder, press the bicep. Walk that left hand next to the pec. Take a nice big deep inhale. Exhale, pick that leg up and over, pushing that shoulder into the mat, pushing that palm into the mat. Not worried about depth here. I want you to be kind to that shoulder. Try to breathe into that right side, 3 deep breaths. We're going to walk our elbows underneath our shoulders and our hands. We're going to be forward and we're going to be in Sphinx. Thank you. Yeah, I was going to say fish, but fish is the other direction. All right, so thinking about that work we just did in our shoulders, again, we're pitching that scapula together, sliding it down our back. You're going to feel everything pull forward. So I want you to imagine everything below your hip creases is encased in concrete, and then you're using your lats to pull yourself forward. You're going to feel that stretch. So I really want you to slide that scapula down, get a nice long neck, and then just let that head hang. And you can let that head roll to the left, roll to the right. You're going to pull yourself forward. You're just letting that head hang. And we're going to draw a big clockwise circle with our nose. Do it again. And one more time. And we do a big counterclockwise circle with our nose. Ooh, crunchy on that side. Do it again. And one more time. Go ahead and walk yourself back down. Walk those hands out. Plant those fingers. And we're going to press up again. So now our hands are out nice and wide. You can walk those hands back and see where you got the action in those toes in the ground. So I want you on your fingertips, not on your palms. Take a nice big deep inhale. Exhale. Drop that right shoulder. Look up. To your left. Inhale to rise. Exhale. Drop that left shoulder. Look up to your right. Inhale to rise. Drop that, I'm sorry, I'm all fucked up. Drop that right shoulder, look up to your left, or whatever fucking side you've been doing. Inhale back up. Drop whatever shoulder that you have not done 2 times and look towards the other direction. Back to rise. Come back to your belly, extend your left arm long, right arm goes next to your pec, push up and over, and 1 arm backs. All right, we're gonna spend the next half hour here on our backs. We're gonna do a lot of hip shit, and then we're gonna do some hamstring stuff. So the hip stuff is gonna be kind of painful for you guys. A lot of you guys have done this with me already. Just bear with me. It definitely helps, especially with all the work that we do in here. So we're just gonna start by just kind of feeling the mat. I want you to think about all that work we did in Tadasana originally. So starting with those feet, gripping with those feet, pushing those heels away, grabbing with those big toe ball mount, pressing up just enough that those kneecaps begin to rise, pointing that tailbone a little bit more towards the heels, shorten the distance to that pubic bone, zipping up those ribs, sliding the scapula down our back, and then lifting that chin, giving ourselves a double chin, and then pressing the back of your head to the mat, letting your palms float to the ceiling. So we're creating a lot of action in this pose. Now we're going to play with that pelvis a little bit, and I want you to suck your low back into the ground as you pull your right knee into your chest. So I can't grab my right shin, so I'm just going to grab my right hamstring. You guys that are capable of grabbing your right shin, please do so. And then you're going to compress that knee a little bit more into that chest. Then I want you to push your right hip away. So think about pushing your right butt cheek and your right hip towards the far wall. As you hitch your left one up, you're going to feel that nice deep stretch as we compress everything on that right hip. Take a nice big deep inhale. As you exhale, extend that heel to the ceiling and slide your hands down that hamstring so your hands are interlocked right above your butt on your hamstring. Continue to pull that toe towards you, press that heel away, shove your shoulders up and then down your back. Feel that neck get long, push the back of the head in the mat, and then I want you to really push your glute and hamstring towards that far wall. Push, 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 push. Exhale. Let that right leg go long. Do a check real quick. See if your right leg is longer than the left. It should be. We just open that hip up a little bit. And then thinking about all that work we did earlier in that first Tadasana, push those heels away, pull those toes towards you. Inhale. Left knee into chest. So you can grab hamstring or shin, whatever works for you here. And then you're slowly going to think about sliding that scapula together as you push that heel away, that toe towards you. Push that left hip away. Pull that right hip up. So you're hitching that right hip up, pushing that left hip down. You're going to feel that compression in that left hip. We're really trying to force all the blood out of that hip. And then we're going to inhale, extend that heel to the ceiling, pull that toe towards you. Feel those hands interlock at the base of that hamstring right above that glute. Start to continue to push that heel away, pull that toe towards you, feel that femur get nice and long, and then I want you to press that whole femur and glute towards that far wall as you continue to pull that toe towards you. Zip those shoulder blades up, slide them down your back, press your head to the mat, and really press away, press away, press away. Exhale, let that leg go long. Nice work. Inhale. Both legs to rise. Parallel your shins to the ceiling. Pull your toes towards you. Push your heel away. All right, now we're going to get into some nasty hip shit. So just bear with me on this. We're going to let that, so keeping that action, we're going to let that right knee fall out to our right. Then we're going to extend that right leg. So the right leg is straight, toe towards you, heel away. Left heel, you're going to pull into your left butt cheek, continuing to pull that toe towards you. And then you're going to start to point your knee out as far as you can to the left and then sweep it around. And then bring it back up. Point and sweep. Bring it back up. Point and sweep. Oh, bring it back up. Now we're going to go to the opposite direction. Now you're going to continue to pull your heel to your butt, point your knee to the far wall, and sweep it around. Oh, point and sweep. Pulling that heel to that butt the whole time, being active with that right leg the whole time. Point and sweep. Oh, yeah. Compress that left knee in and extend that left leg to the ceiling. Pull that toe towards you as you pull that right knee, right heel to butt. Let that left leg fall out. So toe in, heel out, Right heel in, right knee in, let that right knee fall out, sweep it around. Oh shit, pull it back up. Sweep it around. Everything should be happening out of your hip here. Pull it back up, continue to pull those both toes towards both knees, sweep it around, pull it back up. Now, you're gonna pull that heel in, push that knee away, let it fall out to the right, sweep it around, come back up. Sweep it around, come back up. Sweep it around, come back up. Press that knee in, bring that left leg up, extend both heels to the ceiling, slowly control both legs, let them go all the way in. I would like to say we were done with that, but we're not. We're gonna do it again. I know. This is gonna be much worse too. So just give yourself a second. Walk your heels up as close to your butt as you can manage, and then you're just gonna take a nice big deep inhale, let those knees fall to your right. Inhale, bring those knees back up. Exhale, let those knees fall to your left. Inhale, knees back up. Exhale to the right. Inhale, back up. Exhale to the left. All right, parallel those shins. Extend that right leg to the ceiling. Pull that toe towards you. Let that heel press away. Feel that fascia line lock in. Slowly let that right leg fall out towards the right. Pull left toes towards shin. Push left heel away. Now, we're going to rotate that heel as high to the ceiling as we can. See my foot turning in and out? So rotating the toes towards the mat, the heel towards the ceiling. Let that left knee fall out. Sweep it around. Come back up. Let it fall out. I know. Sweep it around. Come back up. Let it fall out. Sweep it around. Come back up. Now we're going to go the other direction. Toe in, heel out. Let that knee fall forward. Sweep it around. Come back up. Oh shit. Knee fall forward, sweep it around, come back up. Knee fall forward, sweep it around, come back up. Oh, extend that left foot to the ceiling, interlock those hands in that hamstring, push that left butt cheek away, pull that right knee in, pull that left toe towards you, let that left leg fall out, heel in, heel up, toe out. Let that right knee fall out to the right, sweep it around. Oh shit, not the same on this side. Come back up, toe down, heel out, knee falls to the right, sweep it around, come back up, toe down, heel out, sweep it around, come back up. All right, toe up, heel in, let that knee fall down, sweep it around, come back up, let that knee fall down, sweep it around, come back up, let that knee fall down, sweep it around, come back up. Extend that left leg to the ceiling, interlock those hands at that left hamstring, push that left femur away, that right leg, raise that left leg, pull both toes towards you, push both heels away, slowly lower both legs. Walk those heels up to your butt. Take a nice big deep inhale. Exhale, let those knees fall to your left. Inhale, let them rise. Exhale, let them fall to the right. Inhale to rise. Grab your bands. All right, that's all the bad shit. We're done with it. That was it. Take those bands over that left ball mount. Pull the toe towards you, push that heel away, pinch that scapula together, slide it down your back. So take a nice easy bend in that left knee, and then again, we're gonna start to play with that hamstring. So initially, I want you to pull your toe in, push your heel out, and then slowly bend and straighten your legs just a few times. And then I want you to take heel in, toe out, bend and straighten that leg a few times. And then just kind of work through that. Going back and forth, toe, heel, heel, toe. And then find a nice middle space, bend that knee, push that heel away, pull that toe towards your shin, and slowly push that femur away, straighten that leg. It never has to come to fully locked out position. From here, take that band into your left hand, take a nice big deep inhale. As you exhale, let that leg fall out to the left. Using the strength of that bicep to pull that leg up, you're rotating your heel to the ceiling, your toe to the ground. That action should be happening out of your hip. If you feel a pinch in your groin, I want you to bend that knee. Take that pinch out of your groin or behind that knee. That's fine. Keep your right hip on the ground, keep your left hip on the ground, keep both shoulders on the ground. Any movement should be happening out of the hip, not out of the knee. Inhale, raise that leg. Continue to pull that toe towards you, push that heel away. You're gonna let that leg fall 3 inches to the right, slow, slow, slow. Oh man, oh man. Just kind of hang out here in the fire for a second. Just slowly bend, straighten that leg. This might take you above a 7 in sensation. That's all right, this is the one time it's allowed. From here, action heavy, that right heel into the ground, bump your hips to the left, let that leg fall all the way to your right. Extend your left arm long, let your gaze go out over your left fingers. I need both shoulder blades on the ground. I'm not worried about how deep the twist is. I want your right hip on the ground. Your left butt cheek should be off the mat. Inhale, rise. Kick that foot out of the band. Put your right foot in the band. And again, we're just going to start. Extend that left leg long, pull that toe towards you, push that heel away. That's going to be our anchor. And then with a nice generous bend in that left knee, you're just going to slowly bend and straighten that leg. Slow, slow, slow. Feel that sensation. Pull that toe towards your shin, push that heel away. Then I want you to pull that heel in, push that toe out. Pull that toe in, push that heel out. Just waking that guy up, letting him know we're here to party. And then after you get comfortable with all that, you're gonna pull that toe towards you, push that heel away, slowly push that femur towards the far wall. When you get to your semblance of straight or whatever you want here, you can take a nice big deep inhale, exhale. Take that band in your right hand, let that thing fall out to the right, nice and slow. Continue to rotate that toe to the ground, that heel to the sky. Nice big deep inhale. Nice long exhale. Long inhale. Long exhale. Next inhale to rise. All right, nice and slow here. Take that band in your left hand, pull that toe towards you, push that shin away. Straighten that leg, let that leg bump. Oh, towards the left. Hang out in the fire. See what's going on here. Fuck. When you get over this, you can press heavy with that left heel, bump those hips an inch to the right, let that leg go left. Extend that right arm long, gaze out over those right fingers. Inhale to rise. Go ahead and take that band out. Walk those heels up to your butt. You're going to plant that right foot. Inhale, cross that that left ankle over that right knee. So we're coming into a figure four. So we're going into reclined pigeon here. So if you'd rather take a regular pigeon, you're more than welcome to. Something I'm not going to be able to do right now. But for reclined pigeon, this might be all you got. If you got real tired hips, this is plenty. What I want you to think about doing is pulling that toe towards your knee, pushing that heel away, and then pushing that knee away. That's going to put you in a pretty good position. If you want to take it deeper, you can either press on that knee, or you can take an inhale. You can dive your hands through your legs and interlock them on that hamstring or at the base of that knee. Now, as you sit back, what I want you to think about doing is, again, pitching that scapula together, sliding it down your back, pushing that tailbone away, giving yourself a double chin, and then pushing your neck and the back of your head to the mat to get that good long stretch. Now, continue to be active with those left toes. Left toes towards the shin, heel away, push that left knee away, and just chill. slowly let those fingers break. Let that right heel come to the mat. You're gonna keep this position, so we're gonna keep this, this toe action. Take a nice big deep inhale. As you exhale, let that left foot fall towards the right. All the hips go towards the right. When we get here, you're gonna pull your left hip down towards the mat and up towards your left shoulder as you push your right hip down towards the far wall and up as in a way. Feel that traction in that left hip. Feel a little bit of traction in that back. Nice big deep breath. Nice long exhale. Inhale, let those knees come up. You're gonna completely take the gap out of those legs, so cross those legs as tight as you can. Pull those toes towards you. Inhale. Pull those knees up. Exhale, let those knees drop all the way to your right. Extend that left arm long. Second big deep twist of the day. A little bit more comfortable second time we're here. Inhale to rise. Unwind those feet, heels and butt. Right ankle across left knee. Again, see where you're at on this. This might be all you had. You might kind of be over this today. That's no big deal. Anything helps. Continue to push that right knee away. Pull that left hip up. Take a nice big deep inhale. Dive those hands through. Capture that hamstring. Shrug those shoulders up. Slide them down your back. Oh. Push that right knee out. Pull that right toe towards your knee. Push that right heel away. Press the back. So imagine somebody's grabbed the back of your head the way we grabbed our head earlier, and you're pressing the back of your occipital lobe. Like give yourself a double chin. Press that occipital lobe to the mat and feel that traction happen in that upper back. Go ahead and let those fingers break. Control that heel to the ground. Pull that right toe towards that right knee. Take a nice big deep inhale. As you exhale, let that right foot fall to the mat. Pull that left hip up. Push that right hip down. Open that right hip to the ceiling. That right foot might come off the ground a little bit. That's fine. As long as you're pulling those right toes towards that right knee. Feel that twist and that traction. Oh. Inhale, bring those legs up. Take that cross out of your legs. Square those hips. Take a nice big deep inhale. Bump those hips to the right. Exhale, let those knees fall to the left. Capture that top knee. Right arm goes long. Second deep twist on this side. Gaze out over those right fingers. Inhale, bring those legs to rise. Yeah. All right, so we're going to go ahead and let both knees fall out to your right. Now we're getting to that front hip stretch. We do this every week. Y'all know what we're doing. So you can start by reaching down with your left hand, grabbing that left ankle, walking that left heel a little bit more towards your butt. From there, you're going to think about pushing that left knee towards that far mat as you open that left hip to the ceiling, feeling that good long stretch on that left side. If you want to take it a little bit deeper still, you can pick up that right foot, again, keeping that toe towards the knee, pushing that right heel on top of that knee. Oh man, that's good shit. And then you can extend that right arm to the far wall, gaze out towards that right finger, and feel that big, deep, long stretch all the way from your left knee all the way up into that hip, all the way to that right finger. Unhook that knee. Find your middle ground again. Square. Take a nice big deep inhale. As you exhale, let those knees fall to the left. It's the same thing. You're going to start by reaching down with that right hand. This is only if you want to. This might be plenty deep right here. You're pushing, pulling those toes towards the knee, That's protecting that knee, then pushing that hip away. That's gonna open that whole right hip. Oh man, obviously way different on this side because this is my fucked up side. So, because this is my fucked up side, I'm slowly gonna play with it. I'm gonna make sure that I'm actioning that toe towards that knee to protect that knee. And I'm gonna pick up that foot, put it across, feels all right, I don't feel any pressure in the knee, follows my rule of better, worse, the same, and I extend that left arm, gaze out over those left fingers. 3 nice big deep inhales here. From here, we're going to unhook that knee, let those knees come up. Pull those knees into your chest. Start to rock up and down the length of your spine. Getting a lot of nice soft tissue. Then come all the way up to seated on about that third one. Extend that left leg long. Pull that right foot into your groin. Not much action happened on that right foot today, that's all right. So from here, pulling those toes towards you, we're gonna go into that slat stretch. So rotate that palm to the ceiling, slide that hand down, capture that toe, or you can put this hand on a brick, it all works. From here, right hand is gonna go to right knee, shrug that shoulder up and down your back, glancing over that right shoulder. If you wanna take it deeper still, you start to point behind you, and then start to sweep that arm up, sweep it up, sweep it up, sweep it up. See right here where I collapse? As soon as I feel myself start to collapse, I'm gonna glue that right ear to that right bicep, and then go up and over. And you'll really feel that big deep bend there. From here, you can start to continue to slide that right lat and right trap down, glancing up underneath that right arm to the ceiling. 3 nice big deep inhales into that right side. Nice long inhale. Nice long exhale. One more nice long inhale. Nice long exhale. Follow that right arm up and around. Pull that left hip back. Push that right hip forward. Extend both arms to the ceiling. Continue to pull that left hip back. Push that right hip forward. Hinge at the hips like you deadlift. Hinge, 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 hinge. You can capture that foot and relax. Walk those hands up that leg. Extend that right leg long. You might need to help it. Pull that left leg in. Again, we're doing the same thing on this side. Start with that proud chest. So slide that right arm down that right leg, grabbing that toe. Left hand to left knee. See on my shoulder, I'm wearing this shoulder up. I don't want that. I want it down and back. Like glancing over that shoulder. I'm applying some gentle pressure to start with this twist. If I already feel this in my back, you can stop here if you're feeling it in your back. You want to take it a little bit deeper. Again, start to point. Start to point. Start to point. As I'm pointing, I'm not doing this with my arm. I'm rotating my bicep back, my tricep forward, and sliding that scapula down my back. That's creating that space. See how I just collapsed? I'm going to pull that left ear up into that bicep, and then go up and over. Oh, breathing into that left side. 3 big deep breaths. Continue to slide that scapula down. Nice big deep inhale. Nice long exhale. One more nice big deep inhale. Nice long exhale. Follow the left arm up. Send both arms up. Pull that right hip back. Push that left hip forward. Expand that chest. Exhale, fold. Walk those hands up. We're going to walk all the way back to our back. Control it all the way down. Pull those knees into the chest. Going into happy baby. So this is your version of happy baby. You can reach through, grab the outside. So I'm reaching through both legs, grabbing the outside of both feet. If you don't have that, you can grab your ankles. If you don't have that, you can grab the back of your knees. It all works. Now, The next couple points are what I want you guys to think about. You feel how you see most of your low backs are going to be curved off the ground. I want you to suck your low back into the ground. Then your head's going to come off the ground. That's fine. After your head comes off the ground, I want you to give yourself a double chin, and then I want you to push that whole back of your neck into the ground. And really feel that space in your hips. All right? So double chin, then push the back of your head, the occipital lobe, push that into the mat, and then extend that tailbone towards that far wall. Really feel that nice, big, deep hip stretch here. From here, you can bend your right leg, straighten that left leg. Oh. You can bend that left leg, straighten that right leg. All right, now we're gonna do something real shitty. So we're gonna continue to pull that right heel to our left butt cheek. Then we're gonna reach across and we're gonna grab the outside of our left foot with our right hand. So you're crossed. Then you're gonna reach down with your left hand and grab your right foot and come into this position here. A little cross, happy, bullshit baby. Stay inside that 7. Inhale to unravel, back to regular happy baby. Then you're gonna pull that left heel to the right butt, send that left arm across, grab the outside of that right foot, reach down with the right hand, grab that left foot, let that left knee drop, pull that right knee into the chest. Inhale both knees in the chest, give yourself a big hug, grab opposite wrists, really contract both knees into your chest, pull your chin into your knees, take a nice big deep inhale, keep inhaling, keep inhaling, keep inhaling, exhale Shavasana. Extend long, take as much of your mat up as possible. You can let your toes fall out, rotate your palms to the sky, walk your shoulder blades down your back, get your neck nice and long. Take up that mat. Then for the next minute or two, just be here. Take this minute for yourself. Be ridiculously fucking selfish. Don't think about the grocery store. Don't think about all the shit you have to do. Don't think about how hard last week was or how hard next week is going to be. Just hang out and hang. Nowhere to be. Nothing to do. Just be in the moment. Relax what you can relax. Relax what you can't relax. Feel yourself melt. On this next inhale, I want you to listen to what's going on around you. Hear those cars on 35 and 71. Hear the hum of the fan. Hear that obnoxious fucking bird outside. That fucking string instrument, whatever the fuck it is. I'm sure Jake's playing that in the mountains right now. And I want you to feel your surroundings. Feel the soft mat in your back. Feel your knuckles on the hard rubber. Feel the air from the fan wash over your body. And then we're going to slowly start to invite life back into our body. Wiggle your toes. Spread those toes nice and wide, just like how we did earlier in the practice. And then knock those feet up like you're crunching them up. Push those heels away. Make fists with your hands. Expand your hands nice and long. Rub your thumb over all your calluses, all your fingers. Be grateful for all that work you've done. Start to rotate your ankles and your wrists. Your elbows and your knees. On your next inhale, sweep those arms up overhead. Just how we open practice, we're going to close it. We're going to take a nice long good morning stretch. Pushing those palms to the far wall, sliding that scapula down your back. Really get nice and long here. And you can walk those heels up. Fall over to a fetal position on either side. Making a pillow with your bicep. pulling your knees into your chest. This is a remarkably comforting position. It's very grounding. It's like the earth's hugging you. Take 3 big deep inhales here. Nice long exhale. Nice big deep inhale. Nice long exhale. Last one, nice long inhale. And a deep exhale. Press yourself up on that exhale. Letting your eyes open. Appreciate you guys coming out today. Thank you for spending Father's Day with me. And to you guys that are fathers, congratulations. Condoms aren't just for smuggling cocaine. You can do other things with them. No, I'm just kidding. Y'all have a great day. I appreciate you guys coming out. If you got questions or comments, let me know. But that was a full practice I was able to do. My knee hurt one time on one transition. Other than that, I didn't feel any knee pain. So again, this isn't a major injury, but y'all seen Eric come in here for 3 months now, fucking all fucked up. If you want to train, you can fucking train. We can get you in here and you can stay healthy. It's definitely something you can do. I appreciate y'all coming out. Y'all have a fantastic Sunday. Questions, comments, concerns, let me know. Other than that, I'll enjoy this day. Thank you. Next time. Feel good.